That's pretty nice, I guess.
World premiere.
World premiere. That's pretty good. I mean, considering this is like the first. No! Wait! No, wait! Are you fuck? No! No! So that was more or less my initial reaction to the actual reveal of PSO2 in the West. Although this video isn't exactly about my reaction, it's actually more going to be about laying out the facts and everything we know about PSO2's Western release, as well as addressing potential concerns and discussing about further possibilities. So the very first thing that does come to a lot of people's minds when they see, oh, PSO2 is actually coming to the West now is there going to be an IP ban? To properly give insight to that question, you have to first understand what happened with Phantasy Star Online 2's SEA server, in which the IP ban happened, mostly only because of certain circumstances, which I don't think I am qualified to go into, but basically it wasn't Sega's fault. So unless the people who are actually handling PSO2's Western release is going to request an IP ban for the entire North American or European regions, I honestly highly doubt an IP ban is going to happen. But it is something to keep an eye out for, so just be careful with that. But I'm just saying that it's probably unlikely. From my current knowledge, I understand that PSO2's Western release is actually going to be quite expedited when it comes to the game's content, and then you're actually going to have basically every single piece of content up to, you know, what we have right now in the Japanese server. Because even the reveal trailer itself did reveal quite a good bit of episode 5's videos as well, so I'm pretty sure that they are going to do that. And then having the content be entirely caught up means that a lot of the new North American players or Western players in general is going to have to catch up to a lot of stuff, and I don't exactly know how they're going to handle that, but that will probably be for a time where we actually have a little bit more information about it. Anyways though, the press release did say that there will be no limitations on the game experience such as the class level cap. So what this means is that we'll probably have the exact same level cap as Japanese server when the Western server actually does get released. But then following that is where it gets a little dicey. So following that, they said that the direct purchase of high tier weapons is not going to be limited because we want to provide all players a fair and exciting experience. And also, if players find themselves in need of assistance for their quest, microtransactions are there to help. Now before anyone presses a panic button, please don't, because in PSO2's current state of the game, direct purchase of high tier weapons could just simply mean that 13 star or 14 star weapons that are marketable in the black market, or well, the Visiphone in this case, is, you know, they're purchasable. And or it might, the purchase here might actually also mean you can use in-game currency to trade in for example, some of the 15 star weapons or so on, which is the stuff that they've been doing for the current EQs and such. Since they did after all say that they want to provide a fair and exciting experience for all players, so I wouldn't go too far as to say that it'll be completely pay to win. But, you know, even though I say that, the next sentence that literally says, if players find themselves in need of assistance for their quest, microtransactions are there to help. If anything, I'm probably pretty sure that also only means scape dolls and stuff. But if it doesn't mean anything else though, I really can't tell. But please don't just hit the panic button, because this is just describing basically everything that is in PSO2 right now without going to the specifics. Now for us players in PSO2's Japanese server, who may have been playing for a long time or may not have been playing for a long time, there's actually recognition from Sega itself. Although this tweet that I'm about to show you on screen right now is actually a tweet that actually got deleted, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but what the tweet says was, we will have information very soon for our PSO2 fans currently playing in the Japanese version. We apologize in advance for any potential inconveniences and hope you join us in this new chapter for Phantasy Star. Now this could actually mean a lot of things. Regarding to the IP block earlier, it could be that, but I wouldn't put my bet on it. So please don't panic, okay? One of the best case scenarios that I thought about that they could possibly do is, for example, make data servers like how they do in Final Fantasy XIV. for people who don't know how data servers work, is basically it is the same game, but there are many server locations. For example, maybe say they split around like 2 or 3 ships for the Western audiences. So basically those players playing in the Western ships will be able to play the game fully in English and have basically the same content as the Japanese server, and then the content will actually be released at basically the same time, while you're basically playing more or less the same game, just in a different server location. So that'll be the most ideal scenario that we can think about. And then of course, there are also world transfer services where you can transfer, for example, your data server to another and whatnot. So basically, for example, players who may be playing on the Japanese server may be able to transfer to the Western server, just as a possibility if they were to do the data centers type kind of thing, like Final Fantasy did. Now, the other possibilities is the fact that the servers are just going to be completely different, like how Southeast Asia server was completely different from the Japanese server, in which people who did play in the Japanese server will probably have to restart the entirety of the game if they were to play in the North American server. So that is just one other possibility, but if that was the case, I'm not entirely sure if they were going to put that tweet out for the fact that, hey, we might be able to do transfers or anything of the sort, but for now we can only sit here and just speculate of what's going to happen in the future. But for now, I wouldn't worry about it too much because honestly, if you're already playing on the Japanese server and everything, I suggest that you probably just stay on the Japanese server, because even if they were to do like a mirror server or something of the sort, right? I'm pretty sure that the Japanese server is still going to be ahead, and then everything that we do here is just going to be exactly the same. So we're not going to lose any information or anything of the sort. So the safest bet would probably just be playing on the actual Japanese server. All in all though, I do have to applaud Sega for their tenacity in actually not abandoning or letting down their fans at all. They did say that they really wanted to bring Phantasy Star Online 2 to the West, and that even if it's gonna take 8 years after the original release of the game, they are doing it. And it just proves that Sega did not forget about their fans at all, and then our faith is rewarded. Like, our faith is actually rewarded, you know, for the players who have not been playing Phantasy Star Online 2 in the Western side of the world or so on. Because this is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be more or less an international release, so we're going to see how that happens. Anyways though, I think that's just about all the information we know for now. If there's any more interesting information or anything of the sort, I'll definitely let you guys know. Anyways though, from here we will also have a lounge episode talking about this with Guesty as well, so please look forward to that. And as for everyone else, what do you think? Are you going to start on PSO2 Western? Or are you actually going to play on the Japanese server? And as maybe for people who have not been playing Phantasy Star Online 2, would you still wait for the West, or would you like to start in the Japanese server now? Either ways though, just let me know what you think about this whole thing in the comment section below. I would love to know all your opinions. So with me, I would probably stay in the Japanese server because I've been here for basically 6 to 7 years already, and then I'm basically just faithful to here, so I don't think I'm going anywhere. So yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to smile and have a great day, everyone. Take care, spread the hype, and I'll see all of you later.